Nice, great rising. What a great turnout today. We're all on time, ready for some breath work. Great rising, everyone. Welcome to Flow Mondays. Welcome to your breath practice. Hope you're feeling absolutely amazing. For whatever reason, I'm feeling a little bit of a buoyancy. Maybe it's the good sleep. I got a 95 sleep score today, so I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. Got a nice workout in, got my bulletproof coffee, have some work to do to prepare for the Flow workshop on Wednesday, and I'm feeling stellar. So really looking forward to a strong week, a strong day. Hope you're all feeling the same. If not, let this breath work practice be the invitation to ground in, to bring all that stress, to clear it out of the body and have it serve us and to add as fuel to our energy this week. Today, as a way to open up space, I wanted to talk to you about something that I was contemplating about a year and a half ago. And it was something that I feel like I needed, and it's been coming up recently at the office. And so I feel called to share it with all of you. And I remember about a year and a half ago, really contemplating this idea of high performance, right? And I invited in this question of like, what separates a high performer from an average achiever, right? And I was asking that question because I felt like an average achiever. I felt like I wasn't quite like fully in the potency of my presence and the potency of the work that I could be doing. And so I actively asked this question for about 2 or 3 months. And I would look at people like Francisco and other people at our office that are performing at a high level. And what started to come in after a couple of months of really contemplating and asking that question was this. It was the difference between a high performer and an average achiever is the gap between thought and action. Thought and action. So a high performer has an idea and implements it immediately, right? Puts it into action immediately, right? Versus an average achiever has an idea and then starts to analyze that idea and starts to want to think through the idea and understand if is it possible, is it feasible, and then begins to kind of get in their own way. And what often happens is that we don't take the action at all, right? Especially because there's this key thing about learning how to trust that moment when the thought comes in, the idea comes in. Because when that thought comes in, it's what you would call inspiration. You're receiving a direct like thought form coming in that moment for a reason, and you're being inspired to reach out to this client. You're being inspired to take this action. And that inspiration has all the creativity inside of it, all of the energy needed to accomplish that particular task or action. But what happens is that if you wait too long to put it into effect, that inspiration leaves you. And so then maybe you're 2 days, 3 days later, like, oh, I really want to call this person, but you can't remember exactly why you felt inclined to reach out to them or why you felt that you needed to do that. And because of that lack of inspiration, it literally is dull, and you enter a little bit more of that struggle phase, right? And so one of the things that I've really been putting into practice over the last year and a half as I've come to that realization is how to begin trusting a little bit more in that inspiration when it comes in, to take that action, right? To trust in my body, to trust in my own consciousness and awareness, to learn how to because I'm a really detailed oriented individual, so I could get into that analysis paralysis. I've had to learn how to allow the details to be figured out along the way. And that at least lets the action to kind of continue to flow through. And I think somebody dropped it in the chat section here, just be in the flow. And I feel like when it comes to flow states, that's exactly what we need to accomplish, right? We need to stay in the flow of the activity. If you get caught up in the details, it's called inertia. You just start to slow yourself down because you're just trying to take everything into consideration, and obviously that just bogs you down. And we're also giving business own. We talk about divine timing and learning how to act in accordance with right timing. And so it's also an art that you have to learn to balance, right? Because some of you take action without really considering the consequences of your actions, which is a whole other side of the equation, right? So you need to learn kind of where you are in the spectrum. But I know for anybody that's been like me, not taking the action when the inspiration is coming, that's your cue. maybe the challenge this week is to take the action today after breath work, whatever insight comes in, whatever it is that you feel called to do, take the action and just trust in the impulse and see how that begins to get you more than halfway through creating that result, right? Especially like in this modern day and age when we need to produce content, to be on Instagram, to, let people know that we're in business. Don't overthink the video that you're doing. Put the video out. Get behind the camera. Get comfortable with that idea, right? Because if you start over analyzing, what are people going to think? Boom, inertia. Nothing happens. And you're postponing again for another month, 2 months. So take the action, trust in yourself, really have some compassion for yourself if you're a beginner behind the camera. Because I remember my first few weeks when I started, I used to vlog back in the day. And it was like a silly thing for me now that I think about it. But, it really got me accustomed to being behind the camera and getting really comfortable. But it was like the action itself is what has allowed me to be here in front of you today, right? To be able to feel comfortable speaking to all of you. And so you can see how this builds, right? So take the action, allow today's breathwork practice to inspire you, to bring you deeper into your body. For anybody who's joining us for the first time, breathwork is an incredibly simple practice. All it requires is consistency in your breath and a willingness and real commitment to just stay in the practice, to trust the process. You'll want to keep your eyes closed. If you open your eyes, you kind of just, your eyes, I feel like there's, I wish I had the science of it, but I know that when you open your eyes, you're literally intaking so much information that when you're in these kind of practices, right, like breath work, you're literally interrupting what was occurring inside because you decided to open your eyes and take in all that stimulus from the outside. So keep your eyes closed, trust in the process, stay consistent, allow yourself to relax. And with that, we can get started with a really powerful beginning to the week. And for those of you who don't know, we have the Flow Workshop happening on Wednesday. If you're in California, Claremont, California, we're going to be hosting a powerful event. Please feel free to join us. We're going to be doing great breath work in person. It's going to be a powerful event. I'm sure Francisco will share more at the end of today's call. But with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to my brother Avery to get us started, take some action. Let's drop in and have a blessed start to your week. Thank you.
Amen, Jose. Grand Rising family. Thank you. Thank you, Jose. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you, Giving Business Soul. Greetings, family. Happy Monday. Jose, everything you're saying is just so on point. We're sitting on a full moon right now, which is the full moon in Virgo. And I believe we gathered here right on the new moon, which was the new moon in Pisces. So every full moon is showing it's going to show you the axis. So each sign sits across from another sign, and it's showing the polarity between those. So whenever you're looking at something, when there's a full moon, you want to look at what's the sign in opposition to it. And so what we're sitting on is the Virgo Pisces axis. And this is all about the polarity between the physical and the spiritual realms. And so what Jose is saying is inspired action. Pisces is the dreamer. It is that very ethereal. It's the final sign of the zodiac, which we're in right now. And it's all about that connection to the divine, to the cosmos, deep inspiration. But Virgo is all about action. It's all about detail-oriented, health and routine focused. So taking all of our dreams and using our routines, our disciplines, our practices to put them into action. That's exactly the energy that we're sitting on right now. The moon is almost 100% full right now. And so at this moment, what we can check in on for ourselves is to see what we created in this last cycle. What have you been calling in the last 3 weeks or so? Right now, it's going to be highly illuminated. You're going to see those things coming into fruition in your life. I'll give you a small example from myself, which was that I really decided to move back to Los Angeles and solidified that move right at the beginning of this new moon, right on the new moon. And right now I'm in Vegas. I'm about 3 hours outside of Los Angeles. I did not mean to plan it this way, but I will be arriving here in Los Angeles perfectly on the full moon. And so for me, that was that dream, that vision, then that which is coming into fruition because of, organization, discipline, doing all the practical world things to make it happen. So this is a great time for us to look into that for ourselves, for our path, for our journey, for our dreams, for our business. Of course, as we're here, a group of entrepreneurs who are out making a difference in the world through the modality of business, this is a great time to check in. And as always, full moons represent something that's full, that sometimes is boiling over. Sometimes the cup needs to be let out. Sometimes you feel a lot during full moons. It represents the emotional body. And so breath work is the perfect practice for us today. So this practice, we'll be breathing 2 full breaths in and 1 breath out. That first breath is into the belly, second breath is into the chest. This is all through the mouth. Let's all do this together as we draw that first breath into the belly, second breath into the chest. Let it go. Fill the belly, fill the chest, feel the fullness, and then let it go. Once again, fill the belly, fill the chest, let it go. We'll get this rhythm, we'll get this flow. It'll be connected and continuous. This practice will build on itself. The more you breathe, the more that you will feel tingles, numbness, change in body temperature. All of this is common. This practice is designed to help move energy in the body. If you are holding on to things that feel stuck or stagnant, this just may open those up, help you to release them. That process can sometimes feel uncomfortable. Through this practice, we embrace the challenges, we embrace the resistance, we embrace the struggle. On the other side of that is something that is open, that is spacious, that is available for you to receive all of the peace, the wisdom, and the healing that you deserve here, all of the abundance that you've been calling into your life. If you have any condition that would prevent you from a strong workout, we recommend sitting it out. And if you're pregnant, as always, congratulations. We recommend taking it super, super easy. Let's put our hands together and get some heat, get some friction as we take a big deep breath in, letting it go. As we clap together on the count of 3, we open this sacred space, this sacred practice all together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And as we tap right here on the center of our chest, connecting to the heart, to home, to family. Welcome home, family. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this space, this container, as we draw a big deep breath in. Letting it go. Drop the shoulders, snap the fingers, shake the hands, make a sound. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Move your body. First we move, then we breathe. That's the process. Yes, move it around. Yep. Anything that feels like it needs to move it, shake it, brush it off. And when you're ready, make your way into a comfortable position, ideally flat on your back, straight legs, straight arms, palms facing up, eyes closed. Please keep them closed throughout this process. As Jose said, it is an internal practice. Keeping them closed will support the internal work that you're doing. As we draw another big deep breath in, as we let it go, feel the body softening, relaxing, arriving. Another big deep breath in, letting it go, softening the jaw, the tongue, the brows. Another big deep breath in. Feel the fullness, the richness in your body, in your life, as you let it go, soften, relax. Welcome to your practice, Monday, March 6, 2023. Full moon in Virgo, earth, detail-oriented, service-focused, health, routine, discipline. Big deep breath in, letting it go. So we take this moment to set our clear intention for our practice today. What does your heart need? What does your body need? Feel it. So we draw another big deep breath in, letting it go. fully arriving here now into this moment, releasing all expectations you may have for this practice. Feel your body softening, relaxing. We're going to begin this practice together, drawing these 2 full breaths in, 1 breath out, all through the mouth. Here we go. Finding our way into this practice, each one of us on our own path, finding the pace that works for you. This breath is connected, it is continuous. Find your pace, family. Stay alert, present. Keep the breath flowing. Shaking off the cobwebs, dusting off that top layer as we make our way in. Each breath taking you deeper into your heart, into that space of inner wisdom, the inner knowing, the truth. Breathe it in. That's it. Find it, feel it, flow with it. Strong work, family. Almost 3 minutes into your practice, welcoming all sensations, all emotions, embracing the struggle. Mood follows action, staying with the breath. If you're feeling comfortable, let's go deeper, inviting a slightly larger inhale. full expansion of the lungs. Fully in control, guiding your own ship. Five minutes into your practice, almost through this first part, stay with it. All together, big, full, deep breath in and hold, holding your breath. In 3, 2, 1, let it go. And relax, easy breathing through the nose. Welcoming all physical sensations in your body, relaxing. As we gently roll back the shoulders, opening the heart, remembering your intention for this practice here today. As we bring back the energy, returning to the breath, all together, here we go. Back in your flow, back in your breath, connecting to the heart. Feel the warmth within, the fire burning bright in your chest. If you experience cramping in your hands or your feet and it becomes too much, just slow the breath down. Stay with it, family. You're doing great. On the exhale, beginning to release an audible sigh, breathing it in, sighing it out. Feel the energy flowing, feel the vibration throughout every cell in your body. Taking this opportunity to release anything that feels full. Breathe it in. Sigh it out. Breathe it in. Sigh it out. Final minute of the second part of the practice. Stay with it. On your next inhale, gently holding the breath at the top. In 3, 2, 1, let it go. And relax. Easy breathing through the nose. As we honor our emotional body, the waters, the tides, the rivers, the oceans that flow within, sacred waters, sacred tears, calling in healing, peace, flow, and abundance as we return to the breath all together. Here we go. Let's all together take a big, full, final deep breath in and hold. Hold in your breath here. Whenever the body signals to release, let it go, then relax. Softening the jaw, softening the tongue. Let's imagine in this moment you're standing at the shore of the ocean. As you breathe in, feel the cool water filling up your body, breathing it in through your legs, through your belly, through your chest. Feeling this water flowing through every cell in your body. This water is the intuitive, creative energy flowing through you, energizing and inspiring. Feel it pulsing through every cell, awakening your senses, expanding your consciousness. And now as we exhale, releasing this energy into the earth, flowing back down through your body, through your feet, into the ground. As this flows into the ground, feel the connection to the earth, to home, to stability, to balance. As we give thanks for this day and for this life, giving gratitude for our intuition, our creativity, our dreams and our visions, and for these beautiful bodies, for all of the elements within us, for our bones and our skin, for all of our cells and organs that are allowing us to navigate this life here and now, allowing us to take inspired action to carry this work out into our day, into our week, to our families, to our communities, as we draw a big deep breath in. Controlled, balanced, grounded exhale. Finally, taking this warm, positive energy, sending it out to someone who's not here. You cannot keep it unless you give it away, so give it away. See this person peaceful, grounded, healthy, abundant. And when you're ready, beginning to invite movement back into the body. Fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Stretching out the arms and the legs. As always, if you're feeling a lot of sensation in your body and you need more time to relax, take all the time that you need. There's no rush. And for those who are ready to sit up, we will close this breathwork practice out all together. So thank you so much, family. Thank you for your work here today. Thank you for all of the ways that you're taking inspired action. It is such a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to walk with all of you. As always, thank you, Jose. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you, Giving Business Soul. I cannot wait to see you all in person on Wednesday. This flow workshop is going to be absolutely amazing. So if you don't have a ticket, get them. They're going to go, and we would love to see you there. Let's close out this practice all together by putting our hands, creating heat and friction. So we take a final breath in, letting it go. As we clap together on the count of 3, we close this practice and send this wave of peaceful, compassionate energy out into the world. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, family. Go in peace.
Thank you, Avery. And hello, community. It's a pleasure to greet you, to say hello. I think we've done it. As we said, we're very close to bringing Avery back into California. So he'll be here. And this flow workshop is going to be kind of like, just his settling into California. So we definitely welcome you all to join us. I want to kind of carry on the theme of what Jose was mentioning, and this element of creativity and this piece of, we talk about it all the time inside of the flow workshops and inside of what flow does. It also allows for a maximum increase in creativity, almost a 600% increase in creativity that gets created. And, one of the reasons that we always talk about flow is because you were able to tap into that creativity. The way that it ultimately works, like the way that most of you are all feeling right now, as an example, there's a lot more sort of space in between the thoughts. You sort of activate this alpha theta state that, sort of has these slower brain waves, if you will. And when the brain waves have more space between them, this is where we're able to draw in the creativity. Typically, so often we're in sort of the beta state where we're just really caught in that prefrontal cortex, and everything is so linear and time sensitive, and we just got a lot of noise happening in that space. And when we start to activate these flow states and we start to develop more space between thought, this is where creativity is allowed to really come into the field. If you really start to think about yourself as an energetic field, the data is always everywhere around us. This sort of God-given creativity is in the space, in the field, but it really can't enter us until we really slow down that space between the thoughts. And so that's, a big portion of why we talk about flow, is to activate that space so that we can draw in creativity. Because what the world needs right now more than ever is individuals that are inspired and also that have creative solutions to what is going on in the world currently. And so during this flow workshop, we're going to discuss a lot about creativity, activating the inner leader, and giving you the mechanics of how we can really begin to operate like that on a day-to-day basis. And so more than anything, I just wanted to share that aspect of creativity because, over the last couple of days in preparation, Jose, yesterday we came and had a nice little flow session. We got into the ice bath, we got into the infrared sauna, and a lot of creativity came through, but because we were able to really kind of go into that stillness. And I'm going to be doing that over the next 2 days, and also in preparation for this flow workshop, because we really want to bring something very potent, very powerful into the community. As you all know, we're going to have Annabelle Viscara there this time around as well. She's going to be speaking on embodiment. And so this is a topic and a theme that we champion here at Giving Business Soul, is really about optimizing the human biology so that this sort of God-given inspiration, our God source, our soul, can express itself through the biology without having it being unimpeded, just this beautiful channel of expression. And I think that that's where the world is moving to at this point, is that, we're learning how to self-love, but ultimately that self-love turns into self-expression. And that's the game that we're really praying for, is that we begin to really express our God-given gifts out into the world. And this workshop is going to really elaborate very deeply on that. So another formal invitation to join us and to participate with us. So with that, I leave you. And have a beautiful, powerful week as always out here in Southern California. It looks like we might be getting some sun finally, which always feels good. It's been we've been missing it here in the Southern California area. So with that, much love, everybody. Have a beautiful week, and we will see you hopefully all on Wednesday.
Aho, everyone.
Aho.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Frank.
everyone.
So
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Thanks,
great
Avery.
week.
Have a great Monday. Have a great week.
thank you,
Goodbye,
Sandra.
everyone.
Thank you
Bye,
all for
everyone.
joining us. Hoping it
Thank
was
you.
good
Blessings.
for you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye,
Francisco,
thank
Jose,
you.
Avery. Thank you, guys.
so much.
You're very welcome.
See you all
Thank
Wednesday.
you, Larissa.
Together.
See you Wednesday,
Oh,
family.
Jose.
¿Qué pasó,
Thank you.
Osvaldo? Gracias, Joaquin.
Avery, can you share your social media profiles? I'd love to know more about your work.
It's just my first and last name, Avery Whitmore.
Whitmore, WHIT.
More. Yep.
Beautiful. Thank you all so much. This is my
Thanks,
first call.
Larissa.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Bye.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Everyone.
Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sí, por favor.